before my start date, 9 days before I start hiking the Appalachian Trail. And today is Shakedown hike day, which a shakedown hike is basically a trial run. Make sure you have all the gear you need, make sure the gear you have works, make sure you're comfortable with it so that you can make any adjustments needed before your big trip. So that's what I'm doing. It's going to be a real short one. I think I told y'all in another video. Basically, I'm going to Springer Mountain today, which is the start of the Appalachian Trail. I'm using the trail itself as a shakedown. I'm going to hike the 1 mile up Springer Mountain. I'm going to set up camp at Springer Mountain Shelter. And then tomorrow, I will just hike back to my car. It's a real short hike, like I said, only a mile each way. But it's going to be enough for what I need. It will just reassure me that I've got everything I need and that everything I have works. And if something isn't quite right, I have time to make adjustments. I'm not at all sure I'm going to use the pack that I am using today. That's a big part of the hike. I have a Z-Pax Arc Haul, and I bought it last year, and I really want to love it, but I still can't quite get it to fit right. So my friends who own Currahee Outdoors, they made some adjustments to it for me. So we will see if that helps, and I will then decide if I'm going to use my Arc Haul or I'm going to use my Osprey. So, yep, I am out of the car. It's a beautiful day, cold but beautiful. About 20 minutes out from Amicalola. Alright, about 5 minutes out. Less than a week ago. Hello, Amicalola Falls. Parking lot. That ride was rough. But we are here. So at the Springer Mountain Trailhead. We are, of course, in the parking lot of the trailhead. We actually have to walk a mile up Springer Mountain that way to get to the start of the trail and then walk back down. Of course, this is just a one-day shakedown hike for me. It's a practice run. I'm not actually starting. Now, F-Bomb there, he is starting today. I'm starting next Saturday.
Listen, I like to think of my water, but
right now on the blue blazed side trail, headed to Springer Mountain Shelter, where I'm going to set up camp for the night. The 1 mile up from the parking lot wasn't particularly bad. I mean, I'm out of shape, and I was huffing and puffing rather quickly, but it was doable. It was not overly difficult. Folks, I'm all set up. It's not the greatest pitch in the world. Haven't done it since August. But you know, it'll do. It'll do. You can see I've got my 4-season sleeping pad, my 10-degree quilt, my pillow, and then my orange sleeping bag liner. Shelter's right there. Privy is down there. Sunrise is going to be that way. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. Then I have a neighbor over here. One guy's staying in the shelter. The Ridge Runner she's staying somewhere else, and there's another person I haven't even seen yet who's staying somewhere. There's not a lot of us, but there are a few. Yeah. Alright, I have finished dinner, and now I am taking my food bag and putting it in the bear box. I don't have to worry about hanging it or anything, it's just tucked away in the bear box. Oh boy, it is so cold. It is so cold. I hate cold weather. But I love the AT and I hate the cold, so it's fun. So yeah, see the bear box has a chain. Of course my hands are frozen, so I can't even do it. There we go. And voila. All my food is safe and sound until tomorrow. Hey y'all, greetings from somewhere in the mountains of North Georgia. I'm here doing my shakedown hike for the night. And it's cold, it's cold, it's cold. Now, luckily, I have all the right gear for this kind of cold. So, I am fine. I don't know if y'all can hear the wind, but it's pretty darn windy. But I am curled up snug as a bug in a rug. But, yeah, it's definitely cold outside. It's gonna be brutal in the morning, y'all. Getting up. Trying to take down my tent when it's this cold. It's always less than fun. But yeah, so far so good. Just wanted to check in and say howdy. Dawn on Springer Mountain. And I'm in complete denial about it being dawn, because I didn't sleep worth a flip last night. I could not get warm for about 3 hours. I finally felt warm at about 11:30. I mean, I have all the right stuff. I have a 10-degree quilt. I had a sleeping bag liner. My sleeping pad is one I could literally sleep on a glacier. And I was wearing 2 layers, and my gloves, and my puffy, and my balaclava here. I'm just always a very cold sleeper. I was kind of banking on the hot flashes to kick in, but for the first time in like a year and a half, they completely failed me. Like, no, this is the night I want hot flashes. And why am I not having hot flashes when I want them? It's not fair. So I finally fell asleep around 12:30, and then I woke up every 20-30 minutes or so. I'd be laying here, and then my arm would fall completely asleep, and so I'd have to flip over, and then my arm would fall completely asleep, and I'd have to flip over, and then I'd finally be comfortable, and I'd still wake up every 20-30 minutes. And finally at 4:45, I woke up to get a drink of water and managed to spill it all over myself, so yay. So now it is 6-something a.m., probably close to 7, I don't know. And I'm in denial. I'm in my sleeping bag still, because I am vainly trying to get more sleep. Just a little bit. Okay, and it's still cold, and it got warmer overnight. But it's still cold. It's breezy, not as heavy winds as last night, just breezy. And I have no desire to step outside my tent. And I just want to get a little bit more actual real sleep, because I 100% did not sleep last night. Thankfully, I'm only hiking a mile down to my car. I'm not going far today. I'm just going back to my car, back to places that have heat. But, lousy sleep notwithstanding, I'd rather be out here on my trail than anywhere else. So, still winning. Alright, good morning again. It is now 10 o'clock. I have been up since about 7:45. I finally fell asleep for real around 6:30, 6:45. Woke up around 7:45, got up, had breakfast, and just kind of been hanging out, talking with the other hikers here, and the Ridge Runner, and basically waiting for it to warm up. Now it's a lot warmer, thank God. So now, gonna pack up and head back to my car. And I know the things I need to change and update. Like, I am definitely not taking my Arc Haul backpack. I'm definitely going to have to go with my Osprey, as much as I didn't want to, but this one just isn't going to work long distance. Yeah, so that was the main thing I wanted to figure out. And yeah, otherwise everything went fantastic, except for the whole being cold thing. But it's all good, so back later for more. The summit of Springer Mountain. Almost there. And I'm just gonna sign the logbook. It's gonna say something like, just here on a shakedown hike, be right back. I love those mountain walls. One of my favorite things of the trail, walking through the mountain walls, or rhododendrons, or whatever they are, the green stuff. Back down to the parking lot. We hiked up here, Now we hike back down. Now I'm getting in my car and going home, and all these other fabulous people are walking to Maine. All right, I am hobbling along down back to the Springer Mountain parking lot, which I can now see the parking lot from here. So I'm almost back to where I started from. And it's so nice and warm. Yesterday, the whole day was just windy and cold, and now it's like 52 and sunny, but it's taken me forever to get back down this trail because the whole trail is so muddy. And all the rocks, all the boulders were wet and slippery, and I have not forgotten in 2021, coming out of Hawk Mountain Shelter, I stepped on a wet rock, slipped, and sprained the heck out of my wrist. So ever since then, I am triple extra careful with rocks, and yes, I go slower than a snail on Valium. But now it's back to more of a normal trail, not so much rocks, just normal mud and roots, and so we're good. I am almost back to the car. It's a beautiful day. Absolutely gorgeous day. Now apparently, next Saturday it's supposed to be raining all day. But we're gonna hope, everybody cross your fingers and pray real hard, that the forecast changes. Because while I fully expect to get rained on quite a lot, and I'm fully prepared to get, rained on quite a lot, I would genuinely rather not have my first day be all rain all day. I'd at least like to start off in, somewhat better conditions than that. But you know what? Whatever it does is whatever it does, and all will be well. Alright, gonna sign off for now and finish waddling to my car. Alright, I made it back to my car in one piece. I caught the very tail end of some trail magic. He was already all done cooking and, packed up, but he did have a bunch of cold drinks in the cooler. So I was able to get a nice cold, ice cold drink. And because it's nice today, it's like 50 something at least. It's perfect. So yeah, I made it back to my car, and I'm going to take this thing back down the mountain. It's going to take me at least an hour and a half because some of the potholes are the size of my car. It's just fabulous. So, shakedown hike was a success. Alright, talk to you all later. Have a great day, and remember, live, love, hike!